All right, here I am. It's about noon. Power's been off for about maybe an hour and a half, and Eversource was a little late, so we didn't get the power off till after 10. And I didn't really get down here at like maybe 10:30, I think. So this is what I've been doing here so far. I'll just move out of the way, and you can see that there's the Eversource cabinet, and that's the one where the power came in. And I divorced all the wires that were on these lugs going through the old 2.5-inch nipple, and I installed the gutter and the nipples up to the panels, and then the transfer switch. So I'm going to feed 3/0 copper to the transfer switch, and then as I come back on the load side of the transfer switch, I'm going to come through and hit these 3 bugs. Those are the Polaris, or whatever you want to call them, but they're 3-port bugs, and I'll put them in the gutter. Then I'll backtrack with individual feeds to each panel. So that's the case with the situation here. Other thing I have to do is I have to move the grounding electrode conductor that comes into the service cabinet, that wire there. I have to remove that from the this Eversource CT cabinet and bring it up and out, over and back down to here to my neutral bonding portion, because this is the service disconnect rated for this now. Now that this is the main switch, that will be the main source, the main location for the other grounding electrode and grounding conductors. And then obviously I will bond the trough, and I'll also divorce the white wires and the bond wires here, and I'll put a ground bar inside each of these panels too as well, to separate that, because now these are going to be considered like a sub panel. So that's the case. Again, it's about 12 o'clock, and I have to get this all back up and running before the end of the day. So now it's running copper. It's going to be a little hard getting the copper in. It's not hard here because it's designed for the wire space, the bending area. But the problem with these old panels is, as you can see, there's not much space to shape the wire in. You can kind of see at this old other panel, it worked, but you know, getting 3/0 to bend and shape them in there is going to be a little tough, a little difficult. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that a little more with my bending space, but oh well, it'll be okay. I could have, in hindsight, I probably could have, well, in a perfect world, yeah, but I could have moved these panels over and maybe come up here and 90 into them or something like that, but that was a lot of work. So overall, looks pretty good. We're getting pretty close to starting the wire method, and we'll keep you updated with what's going on.